What is going on, everybody? How are we doing today? As usual, hope we're doing well. It is a Sunday, and we are doing a stream, even though we would typically not stream on Sundays, but I did not stream last night for a couple of different reasons. I might move the Saturday stream back to Sundays since we're on that subject right now. I originally switched it from Sundays to Saturdays because I was going to church on Sundays at the time that I usually would. Um, the time that I usually would stream. But as I am an atheist now, I no, I'm kidding about that one. Obviously, I'm going to church at a different time, so Sunday afternoons are free for me again. But I'm not 100% sure how I want to play it. I'm also trying to figure out how I'm going to do kick streams, and I think the way it's going to work is either going to be a Saturday or a Sunday fun day, basically, where I have a kick exclusive stream. And we will use that to do a bunch of things that we typically could not do on YouTube. I want to watch some classic fights and stuff like that, some classic UFC fights, classic Pride Fighting Championships fights. It would be fun to do that. And then also, like I said, I want to listen to music. I want to do some stuff and say some stuff that I typically cannot get away with saying on YouTube. But with that said, what is going on, everybody? What's going on? Ill Fitted watching on Kick. What's going on? Cherry Blossom watching on Twitch. I had the word and then I was like, no, that's not the right word. What am I talking about? But nope, no, I had the correct word. I was correct about it. Um, excuse me. What is going on, Zach? What is going on, Nerd Mangler? What is going on, Smart Moron? Hope we're all doing well tonight. Big Script has been named as a high-profile collaborator in the Epstein files. I think I bet Script set Epstein up as the fall guy. I bet Epstein's a patsy, and it's really Script who's the head of the operation. Yeah, like obviously I'm interested in knowing more about like what's going on in the world, right? But it's not news that the situation is what it is to me, right? And because of that, I haven't paid too close attention to the Epstein stuff because it's a situation where nothing's going to happen. Call me a chud all you want, but I don't believe anything's really going to happen. If I'm being honest with you, I think the reason they decided to release them with Trump in office could have something to do with him maybe being some kind of fall guy or something like that. But I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure. Like I said, I'm not paying too close attention to this stuff in the first place. I know everything I need to know about it to make a decision about whether or not I trust those in power and things like that. And yeah, because of that, I don't know if I want to know too much more for the sake of um like it's not that I don't want to know more necessarily. It's that I don't feel like I should be looking into it because all it's going to do is depress me. It's going to make me depressed, and I don't think that's a good idea, right? Oh, what's going on, MF Doomer? Hope you're doing well tonight. But yeah, what was I going to say? Yeah, it's just crazy seeing everybody doom and stuff like that. Um, like I get the economy's shitty. I get that our I get that our leaders are all fucked up and stuff like that, but they were like that last week and the week before and the week before and the year before, etc. Right? It's been like that for a long fucking time, and will it change soon? I mean, some of those things might change a little bit quicker and a little bit more than other things, but overall, I still got to get up for work in the morning, so I think I'm just going to focus on that, you know. Um there is kind of a peace that you find in just being like whatever, that's going to happen no matter what, so I think I'm just going to focus on my life and I have work in the morning, so okay, I guess I got to fucking do it. I guess I got to go to work tomorrow, whatever. I better enjoy the rest of this night as best I can. Ooh, excuse me, jeez. Anyway, Volk fought Lopes, and it wasn't anything special. Flicked the jab and low kicks for 5 rounds. Yeah, like I watched it, but I didn't watch it. I didn't know that Volk was even fighting last night. I didn't know that there was a couple of people fighting last night. Like, I think it was like Ruffy or something like that, or Rufy. Rufalin, however you say his name. It's like Mauricio Ruffy or whatever. Did he fight last night? I like I had the fights on in the background, but I was playing Arc Raiders with some friends of mine last night, which is probably what we're also going to be doing today. We're probably going to play some Arc Raiders as we chill. But I was playing Arc Raiders, and I wasn't that tapped into everything that was going on, so I was like, oh, all right, well, yeah. So there's that. Scott, please increase your master volume. I have to blast my speakers to hear. Much love. I mean, I don't even know what I can do, truthfully, because just moving some shit. I fucking had to rearrange some shit on my desk, and I didn't actually finish it. So there's stuff on top of my thing. I mean, I don't. Yeah, like I don't know what there is I can even do. Truthfully, I think I would have to just move it closer to me, and try and find where I can. You see, it's like I've said, I need to have like a microphone arm thing so that this can be right in front of my fucking mouth, which is a look I don't like, but it's something that I feel like I probably have to do because I can't turn this up anymore. It's actually like it's peaking. It's peaking right now. Oh, geez, my bad, my bad. I meant to turn it down. I was turning it up more, but yeah, it's fucking peaking right now, and like you can hear, like I mean, you can see that I'm like right next to the fucking microphone here. Let me see, because there is a way that you're supposed to, yeah, yeah. Yeah, like there shouldn't be issues, but that's just the way that technology is for some fucking reason. Is everything has to be fucked up. You get things just right. You get things just the way you want them to be, and you turn your computer off, and when you turn it back on, all of a sudden it's not like it's all fucked up. You know, that's annoying. That's annoying as shit. You know, and then tomorrow, and then tomorrow it'll be fine. In fact, I might even start talking and it'll be peaking, you know? Your voice sounds AR, what the fuck? AI says Twinkle's heart. I'm going to call you Twinkle Shart from now on. Uh, Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you know, I have a deep voice. A lot of the AI voices for men are deep, and also the way that I'm talking very fluidly right this second. Sometimes I have good talking days and bad talking days. Some days I can't get a word out. Other days I'm just right on it, you know, and it depends on a couple of different factors. But yeah, like right now I'm talking very fluidly with very few interruptions or like or anything like that. So because of that, yeah, I guess I could see that. I guess I could see that. I think it's because you got a crisp mic. I don't know if I have a crisp mic. I mean, it's definitely better than some of the shit out there. But yeah, this thing's like an AT 2020. I'm pretty sure they've been making these since like 2017. You know, we run our live streams with only the finest 2010s technology here. You know, they've discovered the Scott bot. Oh, oh, oh. I've actually considered doing something like that, having my voice because I do have a good voice, right? Like I do think I have a good voice. Obviously, that is partially dependent on what I'm saying and how I'm saying it, but I do think I have a good voice for say like reading or voiceover and things like that. And I would like to see if I could use AI to maximize the potential. Meaning, say, you know, I start reading books or something like that, and I get like 11 labs. I upload my voice to 11 labs or something like that. You know, I'm sure you guys get what I'm trying to say here. You know, you have a good voice for commercials. Thank you very much, Twinkle Shard. I appreciate that. Your voice your voice is great gooning to it right now. Hell yeah. Good. I'm gonna goon to the thought of that later. Anyway, there we go. I want to make sure I have space here. Hold up. I'm gonna take one jacket off. Yeah, you fucking pain in the ass. Come on. Get over here. Get over here. But so yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be doing at least one kick stream per week. And if I can grow some semblance of an audience on Kick, which I don't expect to happen, but you know, I like to have all the bases covered. I like to think about any and all possibilities here. If I was by any chance able to grow an audience on Kick, then I think the move would be to have more Kick streams and even potentially to migrate over to Kick completely and totally, because I do it is I mean, it's a platform specifically for streaming. YouTube is not specifically a streaming platform, so because of that, it's not going to be as good when you want to do a live stream. And it fucking sucks trying to stream on here. I didn't realize how bad it sucks trying to stream on YouTube until I streamed on Kick, until I streamed on Fish Tank Live, you know. But yeah, I followed you on Kick now, so that's cool. Thank you very much, Cherry Blossom. I appreciate that. And anybody who does not follow me on Kick, please do me a favor and follow. All right, it is Scott Sullivan MMA on Kick. I guess kick.com/Scott Sullivan MMA. I would appreciate if you would do that, because it would be helping me on that front. I got 14 views on my first Kick exclusive, and that is like, I'd say 12 more views than I expected to get on it. I expected to have like a couple of people maybe pop in and be like, all right, I gave him the view, I'm out of here, you know. But luckily, you know, luckily that all works out. Thank you very much, Twinkle Shark, for the follow. I started playing the lottery as an early retirement plan, dude. At this point, you have to. You at this point, you might as well. I don't know of any better way, if I'm being honest with you. And it's all the same anyway. The stock market, crypto, it's all playing the lottery anyway, you know. Obviously, I don't really mean play the lottery. I did my first ever sports bet on actually a week ago today. The Patriots are in the Super Bowl. Last week they won the AFC Championship game, which is really cool. It's been years since the Pats have been in the Super Bowl, and it's really good, because growing up in Massachusetts, growing up in New England, like, the Patriots are a way of life. Even if you're not a football guy, when the Patriots are doing well, you're sitting down at a party or like at a friend's house watching the game, you know. You know, it's good to see the Pats are finally getting to a point where they've rebuilt. But that aside, I bet on a game for the first time last week, and I won. And I didn't like it, I got to be honest with you, because I'm sitting here watching the game, right? And I'm a little like, right? I'm a little bit excited. I'm a little bit on the edge of my seat. I'm nervous. And it's not like a good nervous, if I'm being honest with you. And I'm wondering to myself, hey, do I feel this way because of the game? Because it's the team that I grew up watching, and they are in a game where they're like, they're having a little bit of trouble. It's a low scoring game, tons of turnovers. Is that why I'm nervous right now? Or am I nervous because I might lose the $50 that I put on this game? You know, they ended up winning, which is good. I think I made like 25, maybe $30 in return, which is cool. And then I took all that and I put it on the Pats for the Super Bowl, which apparently literally nobody fucking thinks they're going to win. Nobody thinks the Patriots are going to win the Super Bowl. So, you know, all this to say that, like, I'm not sure how I feel about all that shit. You know, I'm just like, oh man, you know. Yeah, like the audio is fucked, and I don't know what the deal is. Like, hold on, I'm gonna try this. All right, let me know if all right. Let me know if I'm peaking. Let me know if you hear a static sound. Let me know if it sounds like I'm fucking screaming, even though I'm not, okay? Let me know, because if I am, I'll turn it back down. But I at least like to see my audio get up to the yellow. I like to see it cracking the border of the yellow, and it's not even doing that right now. So I apologize for that, but hopefully it's all good. Patriots are winning it all. I sure fucking hope so. I sure hope so, because I win $150 if the Pats take it home, if it comes home. Kamala Harris is said to be a ring card girl for the White House card. Hell yeah, fucking thickums over there. Kamala Harris was not that bad looking. If we can be honest, we can be honest. There was a certain MILF quality to her, if we're being honest. Sports gambling can make you lose hair. Yeah, exactly. And it's like the only reason I put money down on the game was because I got Kalshi. And I was like, dude, you know what? I'm going to see if I can turn fucking this much money into that much money. I think I put down a total of like maybe $200 to $300 between a few different prop bets. I think like two or three of them lost, two or three of them won. And yeah, like I ended with like $50 basically. And instead of taking that money and like just walking home and being like whatever, I was like, yeah, fuck it, we'll just play till I lose. And my plan is I'm gonna take that 50 and whatever I bet I bet 50 on the Pats game. I won 30, so that's a total of 80 in the pot. I took another, I believe it was 50. I think I took the winnings and I stashed those. But I took the 50 and I forget exactly what I did, but eventually what's going to happen is, assuming I don't lose it all next weekend, I'm going to take like maybe half of whatever I win and I'm going to put it into the next bet is kind of what I'm going to do. And it'll just be a fun little thing for me to do in my spare time. But like, I don't want to be Mr. Sports Better. That's a big issue that has hit that a lot of people don't see as an issue is sports betting. There's some compulsions with that. Oh, excuse me. Like I didn't know there was a. Well, actually, no, I did know there was betting content. That's what Kick was in the first place. To my understanding, it was like a bunch of gambling dudes wanted their own streaming platform that wouldn't crack down on them anytime there was bad PR. So, Kick was created by Stake or something like that. That's my understanding of the genesis of Stake, not Stake, Kick. Excuse me, but like I didn't know there was like short form content gambling people. I guess I should have. Like Taylor from Fish Tank is a good example of that. Like she's got an audience now just from Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts and stuff like that. And it's like, man, I could not live that way. She's actually the one who told me about Kalshi. I hit her up. I was like, well, I might as well go to the fucking expert, you know? And she told me Kalshi. Um, that's somebody else from the fish tank world who unfollowed me that I was like a little like, what the fuck is her problem? I'd guess things are cool between us because I asked her about it and she was just like, yeah, I just wanted to kind of make a break from the fish tank world and after me and TJ broke up and it's like, all right, that's cool, I get it, but like fucking I gave you like a week's worth of free boxing lessons simply because you asked because I'm a nice guy and you're going to turn around and be like, "Oh, no, never mind. I'm going to unfollow Scott." It's like, man. Man, that is a little, Anyway, I've got money on the Patriots to win the Super Bowl. Pats 1-6 points, plus 400. I don't know anything about betting terminology. That's another thing. Like, I don't know what a spread is. I couldn't tell you what the hell that is. I would never try to cover a spread. I don't even know if I said the right thing to describe what I'm trying to talk about. I have no clue. I don't know. I no idea. I just go, are they going to win or are they going to lose? That's all I do. Um, she unfollowed everyone to help out her Insta follower ratio. Well, that's that's one thing I've thought about more and more as time has gone on, as things have kind of winded down, right? With the whole e-boy, fish tank, MDE sphere thing, is like, it is pretty gay how you have to be when you're a an e-celeb kind of person. You know, it is really gay how a lot of people are. And yeah, you know, because me, I'm a sensitive young man. I'm a sensitive young man. Okay, when I have a good moment with somebody, that's not just a good moment to me. It's not just a moment where like I got something and I'm happy. It's genuinely like, wow, this person did me a favor. I owe them, and I consider them to be a friend now. You know, Turkey Tom's going through it right now. I have stayed silent because in situations like that, it's best to stay silent for the most part. And that's why I'm staying silent. That's why I'm not fucking saying anything about it, which I know I'm breaking that right now because Turkey Tom was nice to me. So, no, I'm not going to add into the dog pile. And I'm not even going to defend him either because that's going to, like, that would just make it look bad if I'm coming out the cut like Turkey Tom's a good guy. I don't know if I believe fucking these scorned women. Like it's not like the best look to be jumping all over Twitter trying to stick up for another grown man, you know. Um and that's me trying to repay kindness, you know. Brandon Buckingham, again, he was kind to me years ago when he ended up shitting the bed, you know. I was like, yo, like I gotta repay that kindness somehow, some way, you know. Here's a way it can be done. You know, I'll do a whatever it's called. Um excuse me. What was I gonna say? Because I just read something from Job 43 Gold. By the way, what's going on, Fire Duck and Job 43 Gold? Hope you two are doing well tonight. And anybody else that I may have missed, Hi Ecuador, user BR5. Hope you guys are well. Um, yeah, that was my way of trying to repay the kindness. You know, I don't think that when somebody does something nice for you, you get to just be like, "Oh, hey, thanks, bro," and then move on and forget about them. I think that separates the I think that separates the people who are trying their best from the people who are just straight dog shit, you know. Oh, Cherry Blossom's on the kick now. She's on the kick now. She's jumping. She's jumping. Um Hey Scott, hey Chad, it's never been so over for the incel chud community right now, thanks to the files. Yeah, with the whole 4chan thing. You know, like I wanted to talk about it on Twitter, but I'm afraid of tweeting too much. The last thing I want to do is tweet too much, and the last thing I want to do is talk about shit that it's probably like a bad idea for me to be talking about. And one of those things is the Epstein files revealing that 4chan was allegedly a psyop this entire time. And it's like, again, just like the revelation that our leaders are satanic pedophiles. Oh man, wow, I had no clue before now. Um, it's like, where were you? What what were you living under a fucking rock? Of course it was. What did you think this whole time? You know, it was always meant to be a containment center for ideas that the mainstream, and when I say the mainstream, what I mean is the powers that be, the elites, they didn't want to become mainstream. And I'm not just talking about like, you know, the super 14 words, 88 fucking pencil mustache guy type dudes, you know, the mid-century German Workers' Party type guys. That's not. I'm not even just talking about those guys. It's like anything, you know, anything that was labeled as like a right-wing conspiracy or some kind of like fascism or anything like that. That's specifically what it was for. Is they made it so that you could not have a bunch of different kinds of beliefs within polite society, and that includes within the polite society's internet. So the only choice you had if you wanted to continue to develop different views and to express those views and things like that. The only choice you had was to go to one of those hives, and 4chan.com, specifically Poll, is a great example of that. Um, a lot of people, they don't seem to understand that it's not just like the left wing desperately wants people to believe that if you have any belief system that is to the right of like fucking Mao Zedong or anything like that, you are a Nazi and you've been psyoped. They desperately want people to believe that that is true, but it's simply not. I saw somebody on Twitter today say, "Look, it's not that 4chan radicalized us." The first time I went to 4chan was in like 2018, and I saw some shit that I didn't want to see, so I never came back. And then other than that, it was 2024, I believe it was, for Fish Tank. Those are the only times that I've ever gone to 4chan in earnest, were because of Fish Tank. I'm not hanging around on Poll. What are you? I got better things to do than that. I'm a fucking well-developed, fully functioning human being. I don't need to hang out on Poll to have my to develop my um to develop my like political views and stuff like that. The left desperately wants people to think that because it obviously benefits them to be able to say that if you have a right-wing political opinion, well, you got it from the satanic pedophile who decided to set up a psyop board for you. Of course they want that. But a lot of people don't remember, and this is a big issue that I have with a lot of people. A lot of people don't remember the days of Tumblr. Tumblr was a place where basically everything we see today incubated. It was not even like a containment board. It was more like a nest. If Poll was a containment board to try and make sure that these things did not get out, Tumblr was kind of the inverse of that, where it was a place where you could try your best to infect as many young minds, specifically young female minds, because Tumblr was a site that was mainly used by women, as I understand it. And you could use that as a means to kind of like when a T cell that has an AIDS virus bursts and it sends the virus everywhere else, right? That woke mind virus, if you will. Tumblr eventually was meant to burst. And that's what happened with Gamergate specifically, to talk about, things that are cringe to talk about now. I think you guys get what I'm trying to say. I feel like I'm probably not I think I'm probably not doing as good of a job of explaining it as I can, even if you do understand what I'm saying, and that bothers me. It annoys me when I can't like spit out what I'm trying to say the right way. The bottom line is it's all a psyop. It's not just 4chan. And just because a psyop exists, it doesn't mean everybody who says something that is similar to or falls under the umbrella of that psyop is actually a groomed individual, is actually a psyop individual, you know? Um, there's a lot of different moving parts, and each moving part may serve multiple functions, you know? And it's funny that, well, here's the thing, it's not funny or funny. We should expect it. Is really what it is. You should expect this kind of thing. Of course, 4chan being mentioned on the Jeffrey Epstein files, especially in the context that it was, of course that was going to be wielded by your enemy. Your enemy is looking for any and all things that they can use as a cudgel to beat you over the head, you know? So it's not even funny. It's not even surprising that that kind of thing happens. But we cannot forget that Tumblr existed. We cannot forget that these college campuses probably fed into Tumblr, which fed into brainwashing a generation of young women into what we see now. You know, it's no coincidence. It's no coincidence. You know, Where did you go? Where did you go for COVID news before 2020 and it hitting mainstream? You know, I forget where I did. I used to use Funny Junk. Funny Junk is I didn't look. I 4chan cringe. I use Funny Junk. Funny Junk Army. All right. And I think that's probably where I went. There was probably shit on Funny Junk, and then I was watching a bunch of YouTubers who were like Styx Hexenhammer, for instance. I was watching Styx Hexenhammer at that point. He was talking about COVID shit. Um, what's his face? Mr. Medicare was talking about it as well. I remember listening to a Medicare stream where he talked about you know, the China virus, as it was called back then. Yeah, that's where I got my info, was from these right-wing conspiracy theorists who probably use poll. Oh, ho ho. And it turned out, oh no, actually, like, it was a big thing. Even though the virus itself was a joke, the reaction to the virus and everything that was going on with it was a huge thing, you know? So I find that to be funny. I tried to go to 4chan because of Fish Tank. It was too ugly of a UI. It was gay. I couldn't do it. Yeah, it took me a second to figure it out too, you know? I used to go to 4chan when I was young, but then it got boring. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that is one thing, is like, I tried to go to the X board because I figured maybe we'd see some cool spooky shit. No, it's basically just like creepypasta stuff, except for people who think creepypastas suck. That's basically what the X board is. Every now and again there's a gem, but most of it's coal, you know? What's going on, Harish? Harish, hope you're doing well tonight. And then the 2018 Tumblr exodus ruined the internet forever. Exactly. Like, I think what happened is you had Tumblr, right? They existed for years. It was mainly women who were being psyoped in their own way. Women, women got one-shotted by Tumblr. Like, a lot of the weird shit that we see on the internet comes from Tumblr and a couple of other sites that were used by the same kind of person who would utilize Tumblr, you know? And that's where, like, a lot of the third and fourth wave feminism came from. That's where a lot of the trans shit came from. That's where, you guys remember Otherkin? You guys remember Otherkin? Otherkin were great. Fucking the thought that you were a you were a frog inside of a human's body. That was basically furries trying to have their own version of transgenderism, is what Otherkin were. Um, like, a lot of that stuff, it didn't necessarily come from Tumblr. It came from somewhere outside of Tumblr, but a lot of women signed up for Tumblr because, I don't know, they just did. And eventually, just like gore videos, just like if you're not careful and you like just the right stuff, or you go down just the right rabbit hole on, say, like TikTok or Twitter or anything like that, you're gonna end up finding gore. It was basically that on Tumblr, except you're gonna end up finding some shit that grooms you, that one, not e- it just they just got one shotted by it, you know? They had no defense, they had no clue how to handle it. So because of that, it was just like, bang, they see that first post and they're like, whoa, holy shit. And it's as though they saw one of the messengers of God, you know, and they're like, whoa, what the fuck? And now they're shaving side cuts, and they're dyeing their hair blue, and they're putting on 40 pounds of fat, and they're calling themselves Zer and shit like that, you know? A lot of people were not, and I was not an extremely online person myself, but I was online enough to know this type of stuff. A lot of people today, they don't even know that, because either they weren't around, they were like fucking, you know, 6 years old at the time, so they don't remember what it was like on the internet pre 2014, before Gamergate sort of threw us into the culture war, you know. But then, like, you also have people who maybe they were alive back then, but if you tried to talk to them about politics or internet shit in 2014, they would have been like, "Pfft, dude, nah, I ain't into that shit." Um, excuse me. I would say Tumblr was much worse than Reddit. Much worse. Gotta make sure we get it right. Job 43 Gold says, I would say Tumblr was much, much worse than Reddit. Tumblr was a kink echo chamber that was almost designed to groom teenagers. And yes, you said it better than I have been trying to say it this entire time. It was a kink echo chamber that was almost designed to groom teenagers. That is a great one. That is a fantastic one. You know, it's a place where specifically women, right? I'm not saying it's all women, but specifically women would go, right? Like there's so many women out there that are my age that like they thought they were bisexual back in the day. And I talk to them. It's not something I like pull them on or anything like that, but a surprising amount of women that I know who are like they're just not that way. They fetishized the idea of being bisexual. Like it was a fun fan fiction. It was a fun self fan fiction or a fantasy. It was a fun fantasy for them. And they had Tumblrs where they would like post or repost a lesbian like porn basically. Like you'd be surprised how many women specifically that are my age, because that's kind of like the golden age of Tumblr for these people, are people who were like, between the ages of like 12 and 22, 23 in 2011, 2012. Like so many of them, it's crazy, and it's not because they were like, yeah, actually I think I'm into girls. No, it's because they saw enough shit on Tumblr that they were like, well, that does look hot. I don't know, maybe I'm bi, maybe, maybe I am. you know it's so stupid. um Pretty sure they got all those ideas from TV shows like Ugly Betty and Gilroy Girls. I'm sure they did. I'm like, it's not just, it's a constant assault. It is a constant assault from every angle. And women get hit harder because women are a little bit more susceptible to suggestion, you know. It just is what it is. Reddit just lets normies congregate, and they kind of form a retarded hive mind while being annoying. I think it's mostly benign. Yeah, and the thing is, when Tumblr banned porn, the site died. That should tell you everything. When Tumblr banned porn, there was a mass exodus from Tumblr to Reddit. And I'm not saying that there weren't fucked up subreddits with porn and gore and things like that before Tumblr got fucked up, but I mean, it got a shit ton worse by the time the Tumblrinas, as we would call them, fucking waddled from one site to another. It's crazy. Women have a greater social need to fit in, exactly. And that's part of the reason why they weren't allowed to congregate for a long time, which I, of course, totally disagree with 100%. Women should be more than capable and allowed to congregate, but there was a societal fear, which was completely and totally unfounded, that women congregating in more than, like, say, a group of two or three would end up bringing the downfall of society, because they would find a way to bring grievance culture into the world in a way that would be harmful to it. And those damn misogynists were completely and totally wrong, is what they were. They were completely and totally wrong. And you know what? You know what it was? They just couldn't stand the sight of a strong Nord woman. Badass females scare them, and they're probably gay and incels with small penises. That's what it is. That's definitely it. Yep. They weren't correct. They were gay incels with small penises. It's like, holy fuck. Anyway, just looking around here, because I feel like I probably did miss something. But yeah, so it's like, that's one of the big things that's been going on the internet. So not just the internet, but like, Twitter, is I've been seeing a bunch of people, because I recently switched from the following to the For You tab, and I haven't switched back to the following tab yet on Twitter. So I'm seeing a bunch of posts from people that I don't actually follow. And I'm seeing tons of posts from people with trans flags in their bio, who are like, "Oh, dude, you see, if you actually think that a nation needs borders, If if you think kids should not be taught about gay sex when they're at the age of 7 years old, you were psyoped by a pedo, is what you were. That's it. You were groomed by a pedo if you think children children's innocence should be maintained and they don't need to be taught about sex at the age of 5. You know? Like, I've been seeing a lot of that, as everybody else has. And it's one of those things where it's like, whatever, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead. Let that be your new so much for the tolerant left. Go ahead and keep parroting that lie, right? Go ahead. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to change my fucking beliefs because a site that I don't use and never used like that turned out to be a psyop, you know? Epstein stuff is exhausting, not going to lie. Exactly, you know. The waters have been muddied for a while on that. And excuse me. The waters have been muddied on that for a while. And that's part of the reason why I don't bother with it. You know, that's part of the reason I'm just like, fuck it, who cares? I don't, you know, is because, I mean, you know, the people that claim to care don't care. They're just trying their best to feel like they won something, you know. So much for the Scotty rockin' left, am I right? Yeah. Oh yeah. Not so rockin' after all, huh? Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Scotty rockin' left. Rose yawning after a full day of doing nothing, basically. Honestly, I don't know what it is. I'm just tired today. Yeah, I'm just fucking tired today. I don't even know what it is. Not even an hour in, which I'm fine with, you know. I'm having a good time right now. I hope you guys are too. Yeah, 4chan is an Israeli psyop specifically, exactly, you know. Um there's been leaks, there's been mistakes that have been made. I gotta put on my gamer helmet here. There's been leaks and there's been fuck ups from a bunch of different websites over the years, and one of them is that Reddit, they accidentally revealed which city, which locale has the most amount of posters, the most amount of people who use Reddit on a regular basis. And one of them was one of no, not one of them, but the biggest one was an Air Force base in Nevada. So, you know, there's that. And then we figure out that the majority, I remember, I think it was last year, there was like a 4chan hack that was like, that broke Twitter for like a week. Um, the majority of posts on all boards since 4chan was founded were from Israeli IP addresses. So it kind of begs the question, what the fuck are you doing if you aren't aware it's been a psyop this entire time? What's what have you been up to? What have you been doing this whole time? It's like, dude, get the fuck out of my face. Anyway, I've been playing damn Battlegrounds. I'm gonna warm up on the Blue Gate. I'm gonna use these two because I like the I'm gonna see what happens when I use a secret grenade. Gamer helmet, yeah. There was somebody when Fish Tank season 1 was going on. Somebody stole Chris's underwear, meaning Airsoft Fatty. Somebody stole Airsoft Fatty's underwear and they were showing it to the camera, and somebody called it Chris's gamer shorts. And that was the funniest shit. That made me laugh out loud when I saw that. Whoever said that on Twitter, that was pretty great, I have to say. Good one, sir. Good one, sir. A toast to you, sir. The whole performative morality shit that people are doing about the files is what exhausts me. The left attacking chuds instead of anything else while calling them losers is peak irony. Exactly, you know? This whole thing was supposed to be about the children, you know? It's that classic, oh, won't somebody think of the children? But, like, it's true, you know? Like, it was always supposed to be about protecting the kids. Oh, actually, I should go to Olive Grove. I need olives and prickly pear. Jeez. Anyway. You see, we're over 10 minutes in, so everything's looted. What am I saying, though? Like, the whole thing was supposed to be about the children, right? The victims, whether they were overage or underage, of age or underage, it doesn't matter, you know? But, like, especially because all right, I gotta chill here for a second if I want to make this point. Whether the victims were of age or underage, it is a tragedy, right? It is a heinous injustice that demands correction, or as close to correction as you can get, right? What's good, bro? Anyway. This guy is making me I can't hear what you're saying, bro.
You can't hear me?
Well, I mean, you were kind of like mumbling there.
Wait. Is it better like this?
Yeah, that's a little bit better.
I was saying, why are you just hiding in the corner?
Cause I'm trying to tell my stream some shit.
You extracting?
Nah, later.
Alright.
Anyway, regardless of the age, right, it is a heinous crime, and it demands some kind of correction, or, since you probably can't correct something like this, it demands a severe punishment for any and all involved, right? But there is an added, like, ick factor, the fact that it is underage women specifically, and I'm sure there were boys as well that were involved, right? People like that don't tend to really, you know, they don't really care about the gender or anything like that. I'm sure he had people that he tried to entertain who he felt were or just gay dudes, right? Gay pedophiles. But like, a lot of people are just wielding this as a cudgel instead of thinking like, man, I wonder if the kids are doing all right. Hello.
You waiting to get out of here?
Where's your gun?
I have it right here.
I see. You got the is that an anvil?
Y'all.
That's pretty sick. I just found a blueprint for that a couple of days ago. I'm building them myself now too.
Huge.
Yeah. Imagine coming up to someone in this game and they're in a corner yapping to themselves about Epstein.
Are you wanting to backtrack here, or
So how do you feel about the Epstein files?
The what?
How do you feel about the Epstein files?
They're interesting.
Whoa, that's a little suspect there. What do you mean interesting? Huh? What do you mean interesting, huh? Huh? Do I have to call the authorities? That's pretty suspect, sir. Shut your dumb ass up. Shit. Anyway, There's a body right there. I'm sure it's been looted. Like, I kind of want to see what that body has. Yeah, I gotta get a move on. But like, it's just disgusting how like the whole reason we're here, or at least like one of the main reasons we're here, is because of Epstein doing what he did to children, you know. And yet, like, all people can think about is what they can use as a cudgel for their enemy, you know. It sucks. I can't hear what you're saying, bro. How do you feel about the Epstein files?
Magnetic dampers activated. Kinetic loss underway.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Hold for clearance.
What's pretty big? Would they have like a picture of his dick or something? Hold on, do me a favor. Don't head out just yet, okay? I'm only here to loot this body. I'll leave some shit for you too if you want.
No, it's alright.
All right, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I actually needed olives, so fuck it. I'll take some lemons too. All right, thank you again. I'm gonna head out. Oh shit. Shit. All right, we're good. Anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna go Olive Grove because I do need more olives. I'm trying to upgrade something. How can we dunk on the Magatards and chud incels? Exactly, you know? That's all it was for these people. That's all it ever has been. Like, truthfully, again, not to even try to be like, you know, oh, dude, my side is the only one you cared. But, like, I can remember back in the day seeing, like actually, no, wait. I don't remember the left, like, en masse doing or saying anything huge regarding the Epstein shit. Like, what you had was, like, honestly, shit that didn't even matter in the long run. There was, like, that meme about, like, Epstein didn't kill himself, oh, you know. You had that, sure. Oh, excuse me. But I can't kick that thing. Usually you can interact with these trees. Oh, shit. What's that? Where is it? Oh. Got him. Oh, what the... Huh. It almost sounds like somebody... I don't know if somebody shot it, or if it just crashed into that thing.
An arc orbiter is en route. The safe window is closing.
Need power
You
cells.
have 10 minutes to
As
return
many
to
as I can
Speranza.
get.
I repeat, 10
Suppose I
minutes.
might as well take some of those too. Sick. There's a... Oh, there he is. There he is. I'm here to look for olives, because I need olives to upgrade my chicken. Which sounds like the dumbest thing you could say. Shit. Alright, you know what? I mean, I found some, which is good. I'm actually going to put these in my butt pocket. So, I'm going to shove them right up there. Actually, I have a secret grenade. I kind of want to see what that would be like against a... I want to see what happens when that gets unleashed on an arc. I have to... Ah, what the fuck? I missed. I don't know where that thing went. Ah, damn it. Ah, man. Ah, dude, fuck. I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. I gotta run, I gotta run, I gotta run. At the very least, I need more shit. Ah, fuck. Yeah, I'm fucked. Unless I can get in here and use this as a bottleneck. In which case, I'm not as fucked as I thought, but I'm still not in great shape at all. Man, this sucks. I don't want to use the Seeker on those things, though, because I would rather... You... Got him. He's flaming, too. But yeah, like, I don't remember the left wing doing anything really legit when it came to the, you know, the first wave of Epstein shit. You know, I don't remember seeing anything like that, you know, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I have selective memory or something like that because, you know, I'm only paying attention to... I'm only paying close attention to my side. Maybe that's what it is, you know? Ooh, got him. Alright. Sick. That could be it, you know, if we're being fair. But I don't know that it is. I remember... Oh, shit. I remember one thing where it was during the Wall Street... I think it was like Wall Street bets or something like that. You remember the GameStop thing, the GameStop shorting thing. I remember during that the left, they had like a dumb response to it where they tried to like basically restart the Occupy movement is what they tried to do, which like Occupy is dead. It's been dead for a long time. No, Occupy was not like the moment everything almost like got better. That's not what it was, okay? And the reason I say that is because...
Let's head home at the Overlook air shaft.
What the fuck is that? What is that thing? What?
Rangers, we have Ark on screen. 5 minutes left. Go find a way home. I repeat, 5 minutes.
Well, anyway. In hindsight, something has happened with the Occupy movement, right? People are starting, because they're war weary is really what it is. They're tired of having to deal with the left wing being like as shitty as they are, and they're tired of having to put up a fight against it. Shit. I'm curious what'll happen. Oh, shit. Time to go. I'll make it. I think I'll make it. After this round, I'll continue talking about what I'm talking about because I think it's... Shit. Shit. Shit, 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 shit. Go, 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 go. Fucking hit that thing, bro. We gotta go. We might have a leaper over here in addition to everything else that's outside. I'm gonna talk about the way I saw. I'm trying to hit those back thrusters if I can. Ah, son of a bitch. Oh, what the fuck? No, get that out of here. Oh. Oh, oh, damn it. Is it good? Oh, shit, we're good. That dude blasted me. Anyway. Raiders nearby, I'm curious. Division 1 Gooner. Fuck yeah, that guy. Gonna go ahead. Anyway. So, the Occupy movement. I was in high school when that happened. I think I was like a sophomore or a junior when it happened. I might have been a junior. I remember it was a big thing among hipsters, which is basically to say unwashed, wannabe hippie, like guitar and champagne socialists. It was not some huge social movement that the left and the right were able to get behind. The reason people say that now is because a lot of the people who would have supported Occupy back then are considered to be right-wing nowadays, because that's the way the Overton window shifts. In addition to that, you also have people who, as time went on, they became more socially and fiscally conservative and other things like that. That does happen, don't get me wrong. But the reason why people are saying that it was some kind of big, like, everybody united to try and get the 1% because they were the ones who were ruining everything. The reason why people are saying that is because, for one thing, like I said, back then they were liberal, today they're conservative. They can't square that circle in their head. They just assume that, like, oh, like, I don't know, maybe I didn't change, maybe the world changed, right? It's not me, the kids are wrong, that kind of thing. But it's also that a lot of people today are war weary. They're tired of having to deal with, like, BLM types and like whatever the cause celeb, the trans lobby, the gay agenda. They're tired of having to deal with all that stuff. They're tired of having to defend themselves against it. They don't want to have to do it anymore. So it's their way of trying their best to come to terms with the enemy. It's their way of trying to be like, hey, look, actually, we're not enemies. And yeah, you are right. It is the corporations. You are right. And I mean, you just got to calm down on some of the SJW, DEI stuff. You got to calm down on it just a little bit, because it was actually a psyop this entire time. That's right. That's right. It was a psyop. And they only injected that into the Occupy movement because they knew that if they could divide us, they could conquer us. They divided and conquered us, and they were sheeple. That's something that people used to say back then. They used to call everybody sheeple. You remember that? So that's why you're seeing some revisionist history when it comes to how people talk about the Occupy movement. There's a bunch of different little pieces to it. And it's not just like a centrist and like new conservative thing. You also have the same thing going on with people who are very right-wing. There's something known as third positionism, or just third position, that you have. It's kind of an umbrella term for a bunch of different political ideologies that people, if you ask the people who take up those ideologies, they'll tell you, well, we're not really Democrat or Republican, we're not liberal or conservative, we're something different, that. They try and pull that type of shit. That's what third positionism was. The right wing, specifically meaning like reactionary, National Socialist, fascist, all these different fringe ideologies and things like that. Not that reactionary isn't like an ideology, but we'll put that aside. That was their way of trying to be like, whoa, hey, commies. Hey, we're not actually enemies. We should be pals. We're both fighting the system, right? Haha. And it's like, no, the commies think you are the system. They want you dead. You cannot be pals with people who want you dead. I actually, I post some things to my Instagram every now and again, right? And I posted this picture of some communist art. And it looked very similar to some posters that I saw from this one group that we used to call Autism Waffle, just so we didn't have to speak their name, right? This one group was a militant accelerationist paramilitary type group, right? Militant paramilitary, yeah. But you get the idea, right? They wanted to be like a militia that was like edgy, is essentially what it was. And they actually did have bodies on them. They killed a few people, right? But like the one of the posters that they have, right? And I went looking for this because I was talking about how this one commie poster reminded me of some of the posters that I saw from that Autism Waffle group. I go looking for some of those posters to show the people that I'm trying to tell this to, and sure enough, one of them is I won't even show it to you because I don't like talking about those kinds of groups. I don't like acknowledging they exist in the first place, but it was like it was a poster where it was like one of their guys in the skull mask, because of course, you know, the Skull Gator, and he had his AR, and then there was a North Korean soldier behind him with an AK, right? And they were supposed to be standing back to back, and there was an Autism Waffle flag over the Autism Waffle guy, and then there was a fucking there was a North Korean flag over the North Korean guy, and the general message was like, we share the same fight, you know? And it's like, you know what that is? That's them knowing they lost. That's them knowing they're losers, is what it is. They fought, they lost, and now they're trying to be like, oh, but hey, actually we should be pals. They're trying the if you can't beat them, join them thing with the people who want them fucking dead, you know? I watched this movie. It's got Nick Cage in it. It's about a Ukrainian dude who came to America, and he ended up being an arms dealer. I forget exactly what it's called. It might be like Dogs of War or something like that, or like War Dogs or whatever, right? It's about a guy, I believe they call him the Merchant of Death or something, but you know, either way, one of the opening scenes, he's talking about this woman that he fell in love with, right? And he's like, that's Jane Doe. I'm madly in love with her. She doesn't even know I exist, and I'm starting to think she's got a point. It's like that. It's like getting beat so bad by your opposition that you're like, I'm starting to think they have a point. That's literally what that is. Whether it's Autism Waffle or if it's Occupy Wall Street, that's what a lot of people are doing. And that's where you hear people where they're like, it's just divide and conquer, man. The last thing they want is the people united, man. It's like, yeah, sure. You may be correct, but the bottom line is a civil war, at least one that's not like the American Civil War. It's not just two factions. It's not just the state versus the people. It is the state versus this group of people who don't like this group of people, and they're okay with this group of people, but they don't really trust them. And then there's that group of people that if you had one of those guys and somebody from the state in a room and you gave them a gun and you said you can only shoot one, they'd shoot the fucking guy from that group, right? Like that's how that shit works. And that's why you don't want anything close to a civil war ever under any circumstances, is because that's how messy it gets. And most people are simply not equipped or willing to deal with things on that level, you know? You can have more than one enemy. It's not the good guys. It's not the fucking Justice League. It's not the Avengers versus the bad guy. It's you fighting to try and have hegemony over the culture, the politics, everything against a bunch of other people who want you dead slowly. Who they don't just want to put a bullet in your head. Some of them do, you know, but some of them they want a public execution that is slow, that is drawn out, or that is theatrical. They want to make an example of you. They want your family there to watch. You know, they want to take your wife and they want to turn her into a comfort girl for their cause. You know, it's disgusting. Dismoto says, "Fucking Arc Raiders time." Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It'll be fractured groups prying for power. Exactly. You know. Anti-ICE is just another anti-white movement. Odd timing. They waited till summer for George Droid. Yeah, I mean, if they could have waited for summer, they would have. But you know, Trump forced their hand by going for them oh damn, I missed. I already unloaded. Perfect. Trump forced their hand by going for them in nice skill point I can add. Trump forced their hand by going for them in the winter, and by the time I almost said cools down. By the time it warms up, by the time it's warm enough for riot season, people are not going to care about ICE or Minneapolis anymore. You might have some other thing, or who knows, maybe they will find a reason to care about it, but they're not going to care about ICE because of what's going on in Minneapolis. It's going to be something else that they give a fuck about, you know? And yeah, you know, it is what it is. It's not. I mean, don't let me say it's like 4D chess on the part of Trump. I'm not like the biggest Trump fan or anything like that. But it was a combination of just the right timing for a scandal to be exposed, and Trump absolutely positively pouncing on it. You know, that's what it was. The left during a civil war will be like, take this, and they shoot a turret that fires antidepressants. Yeah, basically. You know, the left needs to be careful, you know, because, like, if there's one thing you can say about the right wing is that it's big tent, and because it's big tent, there's a lot of infighting. There's just as much infighting on the left, and maybe even more. And the closer they get to a destabilization, the closer they're going to get to that united front breaking apart. You know, that's a joke among anarchists and communists, is anarchists and communists, they don't like each other, really. They tolerate each other. And that's the joke, is they're friends until the revolution, but then it's going to get a little dicey, you know? And that's why anarcho-communist became a thing, is because people are trying to bridge the divide between those two, because even together, they're not a very strong force. If they have a schism, if they separate, forget about it. Fucking forget about it. It's over for them. They got nothing. They have less than nothing, you know. So it's like they got to be careful, because it's easy to be united right now when the state is strong. But if the state ever does weaken, if they ever do get to a point where some kind of revolution for them does become the efficacy of that is there, right? It becomes possible. It becomes inevitable, or whatever. You guys get what I'm trying to say. It's going to get real messy for them on a level that they're not going to be able to rectify, you know? Because at the very least, right, if I'm still very much a libertarian in the way that I think about a lot of things. I am a traditionalist, but traditionalism as thought of by Evola is not completely and totally incompatible with a libertarian thought process, you know? I could talk about that at some point. I want to play another game soon, but like, as Mr. Libertarian, I'm riding around. It's the Civil War, and I got my Gadsden on the truck, and me and my libertarian bros, we got our ARs that we have because we want to protect we want to protect gay couples' weed fields and stuff like that. If I see the dudes riding by with, like, say, like, the fascism flag, the fascist flag, right? A fascist flag. Like Italian fascism, phalangist, type shit. Like, we can look at each other and be like, okay, that guy's not a direct threat to me right now, so I don't need to fucking shoot that guy. Maybe one day it'll happen, but right now, no thanks, I'm all set. Because we can be flexible on our belief system. We can be flexible on our views. That is one thing that the right does have going for it, is that we can at least be in a room together and not have it be a bloodbath. The left wing will not have that, because the left wing is completely and totally uncompromising, because they've become so spoiled by years and years of always getting what they want and never facing consequences for when they fuck around, you know? And they're starting to face those consequences, thank God, and more consequences need to happen. More people need to get shot when they fucking try and kill ICE agents, you know? Scott, did you watch the full 2-hour Jeffrey Epstein interview that leaked with Steve Bannon, where he talks about his financial background? Dude was a legit genius. Yeah, someone like Jeffrey Epstein is not stupid. A guy like that is not going to be stupid. I'm willing to bet Jeffrey Epstein was a very intelligent guy. You know, that's not surprising to me at all. But I will have to maybe watch that. Truthfully, I saw a clip of it. I got to be honest with you. He's got this like Crown Heights accent. I would guess that's where that accent comes from. Is probably like fucking Crown Heights in New York. It was a little off-putting to me. I found it a little bit difficult to wanna like listen to too much of him speaking, you know. 2025 was a brutal year for black masculinity. Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime show and Diddy did irreparable damage to black culture. They did. They really did. Oh yeah, you know. People are starting to wake up and realize that just because black people do something, it doesn't mean you should copy, you know? Oh, excuse me. And that's what's happening. Like, you're seeing less and less, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, you're seeing more and more Korean shit, which I think has its own issues, but, like, you're seeing less and less, like, black culture being thrown in your face, you know? It's still there. You can still see it plenty of places, in plenty of contexts, plenty of situations, but you don't have like you know it's not like it's not being wielded like a stick. You're not being beat over the head with it, you know? You can escape hip hop if you so choose. You're not constantly surrounded by hip hop all the time. You know, hip hop, people are starting to realize it actually kind of sucks. It was only ever an interesting party trick that after 2 to 3 minutes of it, the guy needs to fucking stop. Even 2 to 3 minutes is a long time, but you're willing, your appetite for it. Thank you very much, Dismodu. Appreciate that. Appreciate the follow on Kick. If you haven't followed me on Kick, I would appreciate a follow. All right. I almost said ScottSullivanMMA.com. Kick.com/ScottSullivanMMA. I would appreciate that, because we are going to be doing Kick exclusive streams on the weekends, either Saturdays or Sundays, starting next week. Okay. We actually did one on Friday. We did a Kick exclusive on Friday this week. And it was a fun time. I had a really good time. I hope anybody who showed up did too. I need sturdier ankles for sure. Oh, I have another skill point available. Nice. Sweet. But yeah, rap was always a party trick. It was like magic. Like, if you're at a party and someone is able to unobnoxiously whip out a quick magic trick, I don't mean like he pulls out a fucking deck of cards he carries around. I mean like he's got a bottle and a coin and he makes the coin disappear, right? That type of shit. That's cool. I like shit like that, you know? And people at a party would think that's cool. But after trick number 7, people are going to be like, all right, okay, all right, man. Okay, all right, we get it. You're the magic man. We don't need to see any more, thanks. I think we're ready to talk about other things, thanks, you know? Rap is the same way. Like, after 45 seconds to a minute, it's like, wow, that's really impressive. You're able to think up rhymes off the top of your head like that. That's cool as shit, man. Maybe we can hear more next time. We don't need any more right now. I think we're tapped out. We want to talk about other things now. So you can stop with the fucking rhyming bullshit. Thanks. You know, that's one thing people are figuring out about rap, and I'm happy for that. You know. I'm gonna go Stella. I'm gonna go Stella. I'm gonna go Stella, and I'm going to aggro. I'm gonna be aggro to people. I'm gonna be a dickhead. Yeah, no, fuck it. Trying to figure out what I want to do. Ooh, a trailblazer. Fuck yeah. I don't know. I had a trailblazer. Alright, fuck it. Have 4 weapon mods on a single weapon. Oh, shit. Scott doesn't feel afraid of black guys in 2026. Excellent time to strike. Yeah. But yeah, like, that is one thing that's a good thing, because, like, a lot of, like, culture over the last 10 to 15 years has been exclusively black culture. You know, and don't get me wrong, like, it can be entertaining, it can be fun, right? I do enjoy rap, but it is a very shallow culture. The parts of black culture that have taken over, at least, right? I'm not saying all of black culture is shallow, but the parts that have become the most mainstream are the most shallow, they're the most ignorant. It's just a truth of the matter. And it's had negative consequences on everybody, not just the black community, but every community. You know, it's just the way it is. That's why Zoomers do the fucking broccoli hair. You know, it's because they're trying to be black. That's why wiggers became such a big thing. You know, wiggers always existed. I can remember them when I was a kid. Right? They used to wear the baggy clothing. Used to wear baggy clothing, and you know, they'd fucking. Nah, mean. Hey, dog. You know, that type of shit. I can't tell where that was coming from. I have to be careful because there's shredders on this map. No. There's 2 guys over here. There's no way I can aggro against them. Oh. Oh, shit. I'm gonna see what I can do to try and get that guy. Microscope. I'll take these. Fuck it. Fuck it, fuck it. Ooh, I'll take that. "2026 is the year of the chud, bro." It might be. It might just be. Ah, shit. Hello, gentlemen. How we doing?
Yeah, do you have a defib?
Unfortunately, I do not. It sucks because I almost brought one, too.
Yeah, I almost did as well.
That sucks.
What kind of backpack do you have?
You got any good shit there?
If you're talking, your mic's not on. I was gonna say, if you have a survivor backpack, I could run around looking for a defib here, but if not, I'm probably just gonna die.
Yeah, my bad. I have a looting
My bad.
MK3 blueprint on me, and there's a deadline blueprint in that room in the back drawer. I'm just gonna surrender real quick. It's all your guys's. Thanks for being here.
Alright. Yeah, hey, you could take that looting MK3 blueprint. I already have one. I just want to go after these fucking shredders here.
Appreciate that, man.
Good goofing, boys.
Oh, man. I gotta hope that he's not absolutely fucking me up right now. Oh man. Oh, shit. Oh, damn it. Oh, dude. Alright, well, I at least got some nah. Fuck that. I'll see if I can help the dude at all. That thing's like, oh, you think you're tough, huh? Ooh, somebody went down. I'm wondering who went down and where. Ooh, bandage, nice. That's exactly what I need. Oh, dude, that shield. Oh man, I need to go take that dude's shield and hope that it's better than mine. Yeah, that's so much better. I'll take it. Alright, that's at least a little bit better. There's a lot of shit that's not looted in here, so I'm gonna see what I can take. Ooh, okay. Oh, wait, shit. Ooh. He's flaming now. That's a good sign. Where are those 4 dudes? It sucks because I go to Stella because I kind of want to like I want to like fight, you know. I want a PvP, but these dudes are like there's too many of them for me to really go at, you know. I gotta like I'm gonna have to work with these guys, especially because I mean like, you know, I need that thing in there. I don't have that already. Shit. I think he's coming for me. Fuck. Shit. Shit, shit, shit. Oh, fuck. This is not going the way. Tell them about the bathroom bit with Haley. Tell those guys, hey, have you guys ever seen Fish Tank Live? Hey, have you guys heard of Sam Hyde? There's a few of them probably say yeah to that. Yeah. I want to see if I can take that thing out. I didn't get him. Oh shit. I did not think that would have happened. I need to let those things alone. There's no way around it. I gotta quit fucking with them. Thank you, baby. What do I have for a backup? Oh, they're Toro. Il Toro. Oh man. Oh. I fucking got him. There's one. I'm using up all these things. I got him. Fuck yeah. I feel like I should take... then again, I can find more of those. Oh, I thought I... There we go. Now to get by that thing. Oh, so you know what? I have room for them. I'll take the gyros. I earned those things anyway. I can't tell where that thing is. It's making me nervous. Now's not the time to skimp. Ooh, you hear that? Raider flare. There's also a guy right there. They must be trying to take the thing out, you know? I don't like this dude's fucking looking at me like that. What's up? Hey, have you heard of Fish Tank Live?
Ooh.
Have you heard of Fish Tank Live?
Is that the guy on Twitch that he has like Twitch playing
Yeah, that's him.
What's he doing now?
I'm that guy actually.
Are you? Oh wow, impressive. It's some good coding you got in there. Like, competition, I guess
Oh.
Fast shit. Woo! Good job, guys.
Ooh, I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that shooting. That doesn't sound like good shooting. Yeah, those dudes are definitely taking each other out. We should probably be ready for that.
Yeah. Yeah, they were just fighting the bastard together. It's fucking. I love the gritty, but. I love it. What are you talking to?
Please, bro. Just when I get home.
I think I got him. Hold on, who is it that I killed? No, I didn't kill him though. Yeah. I cracked this dude's shield, and then I think I forget what this means. Oh, I downed him. Yeah, so he received I received damage from this guy, but I also downed him. That's funny. He's like, please, bro, just want to get home. You've reached cred limit. I've cred maxed. Your Seth and Angie relationship advice was good. Angie stopped fucking with Seth and is now dating Ben from Fish Tank, just like you suggested. I mean, I didn't suggest that she was going to be dating anyone in particular. You know, it was surprising to me that, because I saw that. Like, you know, good for them, I guess. It was surprising though to see Angie, because like apparently she wanted to stick around for season 4, but they wouldn't let her. But clearly they stayed in touch. You know. Got to use all my cred. But yeah, like, you know, women are gonna do whatever they want. You can't, like, and this, it's not just a women thing, it's like a people thing, you know, like, are you fucking kidding me? Anyway, people are gonna do whatever they want, and that includes women, right? So when it comes down to it, you can be upset about it, which I get upset about it, you know, like, don't get me wrong, I get upset about shit too. But that's interesting. You can get upset about it, or I actually don't have enough cred. Interesting. Okay. So it's all there. All right, sick. Anyway, now I can get more cred. Like, I understand, you know. I've felt like I've broken up with women who I didn't even date. Like, it's happened with me before, you know. Girls who, like, you know, like, maybe they led me on or something like that, and we never actually officially dated. We never even, like, hugged and kissed, but, like, the way they were, you know. And I said it on Twitter. Girls have crushes. Guys don't have crushes. If you're a guy and you have a crush, you're in a really, really bad place for yourself. You don't want to be there. And we all make mistakes, you know. But, like, when it comes down to it, there's really nothing you can do besides I'll do Dan Battlegrounds Night Raid. There's really nothing you can do besides just, like, keep it cool. And when I say that, what I mean is, like, just stay calm, stay cool, stay collected, and just, like, understand that it's fleeting. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm good there. It's fleeting, so there's no sense in holding on too tight. Interesting. Snap hook, acoustic guitar. Okay. I'll probably sell that thing. I ain't trying to play the fucking guitar here. Having a hard time explaining it, as usual, because I'm multitasking. But I'm sure you kind of get what I'm saying. Like, it's easy to get upset about things, but you can't get upset about things because all it does, like, at best, what happens is the girl feels bad and, like, she tries to be your friend, and you don't want to be her friend. So it's going to feel like an insult. So it's going to create, like, a feedback loop where it's like, she's not into you, she wants somebody else, or maybe nobody at all. The bottom line is she doesn't want you. You want her, and you're sad and you're upset about it, and because of that she feels bad and she wants to try and be, like, something with you, you know, whatever. Like, just she's trying her best to not feel bad, you know, to not feel like she just, like, left you out in the cold, you know. And the best she's willing to give you is something that you didn't want from her in the first place. That's not a good place to be in. at worst, what happens is they end up fucking laughing at you. And me personally, I am someone, my ego is one where I don't ever want to give somebody the tools they need or the ammo they need to laugh at me. You know? Scott, I'm terrified of commitment, Sullivan. Exactly. I've actually been lying. I'm not married. I've even been lying to my wife. That was not a real wedding.
All right, now off with you.
All right, we're good. We're good. I'm gonna take these two, because why would I leave just 8?
You know this door hatch closes as easily as it opens, right?
I can't stand this bitch. I can't stand that game companies feel the need to put the tough British Asian chick into everything. It's like vitiligo, whatever that shit is. But yeah, like, why would you want to give somebody the ammo they need to be like, loser, oh, what, I got you, girl, like, why would you want to give somebody the ammo they need for that kind of thing? Even if it hurts inside, you got to keep that, like, yeah, whatever, bitches ain't shit kind of attitude about it, you know? Like, that's just the way you need to do it. Because voicing that displeasure is never... it's never gonna get you what you wanted in the first place, so don't even bother with it, you know. What do I want to bring with me? What is this thing? A photoelectric cloak. Interesting. I'm gonna have to use that somehow, some way, at some point. Fuck it, I'll take an adrenaline shot with me. It'll clear up a thing. What's going on, Mid Melfi? How you doing? Yeah, but like, women come and go, you know. You find one and you build a life with her, and you hope that she doesn't catch brainworms and like decide she's gonna get bangs and dye her hair, and she's gonna like fucking divorce you because of some arbitrary, like, this spark is gone type of bullshit, you know. But other than that, none of them matter. I've been with, like, if I'm being honest with you guys, I've probably been with between like 30 and 40 women in my life. I don't keep track like that. I'm not like 1, 2, 3. That's not what it is. I'm just, if I'm being honest with you, there's been like maybe 30 to 40 women in my life that I've had some form of relationship with, whether it was just purely sexual or if it was something more. The only one that matters is sitting in the room with me right now. All the other ones, they don't fucking matter at all, you know. I don't think about them. If I ever do think about them, it's usually that bitch was an idiot kind of thing. So like, if I could go back and take back every ounce of energy I ever gave them, especially when the breakup happened, if I was heartbroken and if I was like, oh, no, come back, you know, I would. If anything, what I would do is I would do the opposite of what Sam tells people to do. I would be like, go fuck yourself then, bitch, get out of my life. Thank you for leaving. Thank you, is what I would say, you know? Scott, don't lie to us. You think about the goth chick before your wife a lot. Yeah, because I think about what could have been compared to what I have now. My wife is great, you know? Everybody has their flaws. Nobody's perfect, and that includes me. You know, sometimes I'm too nice. Sometimes I'm too cool, you know? But like, everybody has their flaws. You know, and that fucking bastard. It's all free loadout shit, bro. You did that for nothing. Yeah, I had like some medical supplies, whatever. Like, good job, I guess. Anyway, Art of Ruin. Oof, what What a loser. What a fucking loser. What a fucking idiot. Anyway. Anyway, but yeah, like, man, some of the women I've dated over the years were absolute fuck-ups. They were just like no good in any way, shape, or form. They just sucked. They just completely were awful, you know? I need another kettle. I think I'll go Arpeggio as a backup. Or maybe I should go Arpeggio as the main, and then I'll go Berletta as the backup. Kind of fucking around here. Yeah, I'm good. I got 10 minutes to do that. This is going to be the last raid that we do, so. Scrappy. Let me just, yep, we got those. A shaker. A shaker. I'm all set, thanks. Then fuck it. I'll use a lure grenade. Anyway. Oh man, I should have used more. I used more. I should have got more medium ammo. In fact, you know what? Yeah, there. Throw a little bit more medium ammo in there. Because 80 is not that much, you know, for the Arpeggio. That'll eat through that like nothing. But yeah, it's like, if she's not the one, there's no need to fuss. There's no such thing as the one that got away. You don't need to have one-itis. And yeah, like, if it was gonna work out, it would have worked out. And it would have been worth it. But since it didn't work out, it's not worth it, you know? Alright, apparently people are fucking aggroing on this, so I gotta be careful. Dude, it drops me in with over 10 minutes to spare. And, wow, really? This was supposed to be a night raid. What the fuck? Alright, well, I guess I'll go that way. That sucks. I love vaulting over stuff. Yeah, I'll take those two. I might as well, right? Somebody's shooting at what I would assume is ARC. Take a dog collar, I suppose. Can't tell if it's coming from this way or that way. I need a sentinel. I need a sentinel core. I don't know where. I haven't seen a sentinel in a while. I got murked by one a few games ago. As long as that thing doesn't get me, I am A-okay. Somebody is around here. I don't hear anybody now. Ooh, is that thing going at him? Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, it's aiming for me. Go, go, go. I guess we're taking down that Rocketeer. I guess the Rocketeer's been taken down. I guess you've been taken down. All you had to do was answer me. This is, wow. Oh, ho, ho. This is not. Oh, okay. This guy is not a free... The reason I killed this guy is because I mistook him for a free loadout. I was like, he ain't gonna lose anything. Even if he wasn't a free loadout, I did kind of come here to go aggro, but like, ho ho, ho ho ho, oh ho 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 ho, good one, sir. Unfortunately for you, you missed, cause you suck. Oh, damn it. I gotta get out of here. I can't afford to wait around. Somebody can't Oh, would you look at that? Oh shit. No bueno. Hoo hoo. Ho, 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 ho. Oh, man, this is crazy. Hell yeah. So I'm going to heal a little bit. I figure these guys are going to extract. At least one of them will, anyway. I can take one of them. It's the two. Scott Sullivan aimbot. Hell yeah. Might need it. I wouldn't even mind a Bitch Tank 2 one day. Bitch Tank was fun. I liked I liked that it was a shit show in a way that even the first Fish Tank season was not. So these guys are calling the elevator right now. I wish I brought the Osprey. I'm gonna let them extract whoever it is, because if it's both of them and they have kind of an unspoken agreement, the last thing I want to do is fight both of them. I'm gonna try and see if I can get eyes on them extracting though. Yeah, here he is.
Raider, in that elevator.
Nice. Nice. That's everything that I need right now. I'm gonna take him. I don't want to have to fight two of those things right now. Ooh, okay. Not even gonna bother with that one.
Head home at the water treatment elevator.
They did not see me. We have a 2D texture here. Bitch Tank was an even playing field, yeah, you know. I don't know what the deal with Bitch Tank was. I had a good time on it. Even with some of the shit that happened towards the end where, like, you know, I started feeling like I was not welcome. Yeah, I have my theories on that. Yeah, it is what it is. I got brought back for Blood Games 2 anyway, even though it didn't happen, you know. So, whatever, who cares, you know?
I repeat, 10 minutes.
Shit. Knew that was going to happen. Around the back. Oh, shit. It's one of those. I don't want that. Dude, what the fuck? Alright, so that's good. Ah, good. Hell yeah. Go fuck yourself. Is it true that you were nominated for a Grammy for Best R&B Album? Yeah. I had R. Kelly feature. I had R. Kelly feature. We called it Pissin' Love. Where's the other ones? There was... Yeah, that's... Oh. Ooh, that might... If it's not already searched. Yeah. I'm gonna fuck with this thing, and then I'm gonna get out of here. Fuck. I love how those things just like tumble through the air. All right. I keep like Alright, the good news is I can search this fucker. Aha! Yes, I need that. And I will take it. Take those things too. That's the last thing I need to upgrade something. I don't even remember what. Ooh. It's fucking Christmas over here. Yo. I keep stumbling onto dudes that... Oh, this guy had a kill on him, too. Nice. Nice, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Nice, 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 nice. Nice. Alright. I can't even use them. That's fine. Now I gotta get there safely, which is gonna be easier said than done, I can tell. Because the amount of dead raiders on here that appear to have been killed by other raiders is no bueno. Not to mention, I'm kind of running across a tough area. Yeah. Yeah, it's not a good idea for me to go that way.
All raiders, arc on screen. 5 minutes left. Go find your way home. I repeat, 5 minutes.
Yeah, right. Fuck. I gotta go underneath. Ain't got no choice. Shit. Fuck. This is literally what Cage was doing before he ended up in shitty. I don't know, it might have been. Damn it. I don't like that I have less than 5 minutes. Less than 3 minutes. Yep, good. Oh yeah, I'll make it. I just hope nobody's camping that thing. Sick fertilizer. the Arpeggio is not doing well condition-wise. Shit. Fuck. Oh, what the fuck? That thing right there is what I was afraid of. Sick. Oh, wow. Yo, the safe window closed. I almost did not make it. I almost did not make that. Wow. Damn, that was crazy. That was a good raid, you know? I mean, let's take a look at that, right? So I killed that guy, right? We killed the Rocketeer. Yeah, this is that dude that I killed. You know, kind of a dickhead for that one. Yeah, so you can see, right? This guy, I got him once, but then there was a dude somewhere around here who shot me with, I would assume it was a Pharaoh, you know, corn muse. And then this dude that I was engaging, he got me over there. You know, here's, man, that was a pretty crazy one. I went one side of the map to the other too. Damn, that's wild. Yeah, you see, he had a Pharaoh one. I could have taken that guy if it was just him, but since it was more than just him, it's like, ooh, no, that's not a good one to get into. You see it's 13 out of 110. And I'll unload the backpack. Nice. Oh wait, what am I doing? Mechanical components, that's fine. First off, let's go. I forget which one it is. Yep. Must be the gunsmith. Yes, I can upgrade the gunsmith again. Perfect. Hell yeah. I'm wondering what the next level up is. Gunsmith 3. Ah, that's max level. So, wow, I'm maxed out on the gunsmith. Interesting. Can create quite a bit more, though, that's for sure. I mean, look at that. All I need is a matriarch reactor on that, and I'm good to go. And Aphelion. Nice. Nice. Anywho, utility station or refiner. Yeah, arc circuitry, and I need bombardier shells. Let's see what I can do to create some mechanical components, though. Better than nothing. All right. All right. ladies and gentlemen, I think it's about that time now. All right, thank you for joining me. I apologize that I've been streaming less frequently and less regularly, meaning like, typically it would be a Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. I've been doing like no Wednesday stream, a Friday stream, and or a Saturday stream. That's how I've been doing it. I apologize for that. I would like to correct that, but I got to be honest with you, it might not be corrected soon enough. But hey, we'll see what happens. Excuse me. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I had a good time. I hope you did too. I don't know when I'm going to be streaming next, unless, it should be Wednesday, but like, I don't know if I can maybe get a stream in tomorrow or Tuesday. I will, but we will see. But yeah, one last time, thank you. And until next time, peace out.